Have you ever read a Chinese sentence and feel something invisible holding it together, like hidden beams in a house? That beam is one tiny character, 知. It's everywhere in proverbs and advanced writing, usually translated as off. But once you learn what 知 really does, a whole class of advanced sentences suddenly clicks. Let's go back to the oldest layer. Early forms of 知 are linked to a pictograph idea connected to the foot, and the original sense was something like to set off, to go, to head toward a place. 知 is made up of two parts, 直 on top and 一 on the bottom. In modern Chinese, 直 means to stop, but in Oracle bone script, it was a picture of a foot, toes pointing left or right. The stopping meaning came later. In the context of 知, the yi is not the number one. It's a horizontal line representing the ground or a starting point. So in Oracle bone script, 直 is foot plus yi, which is ground. A foot leaving the ground to go somewhere. Job number one. 知 can replace a person or a thing. Think of 知 as the compact him, her, it, this one or that one. Classical Chinese hates repeating the same noun again and again. So after something is already mentioned once, it doesn't say the full name again. It just drops in 知 to mean that one. It's like there's an invisible finger inside the sentence pointing at that person or that thing, represented by 知. Imagine you're texting your friend about a group chat. I already pinned it. In classical style logic, that it is exactly what 知 does, a tiny placeholder that points to the thing everyone already knows you mean. Job number two. 知 can link two nouns, the famous of or apostrophe s use. This is the one everyone knows, but still doesn't see clearly. In modern Chinese, we usually use the for this, but in fixed expressions and formal writing, 知 still does the same job. It's just tighter. Take a phrase you see everywhere. 成功之母. This literally means success, 之 mother, but the feeling is the mother of success. Failure is often called 成功之母, the mother of success. It's a set phrase. 之 is acting like a hinge. Let's look at another example. 一臂之力, one arm's strength. It means a helping hand, literally the strength of one arm. So when you see 知 between two nouns in modern Chinese, don't translate it in your head as some ancient mystery. Just hear it as 的, but sharper. Job number three. Sometimes 知 still means to go to. This is the ancient foot movement meaning. In modern Chinese, you won't hear it in everyday speech, but it survives in fixed classical phrases that advanced speakers recognize. Take this common idiom, 君子不知他乡. A gentleman does not go to strange lands. This isn't how you would say it in casual conversation. You would use 去, but as a quoted proverb or classical reference, 知 here is clearly a verb meaning go to. Another example, 事已至此无可知也. Things have come to this. There is nowhere to go. Again, not daily speech. But in writing with a classical flavor, 知 still carries its ancient footprint. So if you open a history book or read a formal essay, you might meet 知 walking across the page. This is why classical Chinese is tricky. Because 知 is such a versatile tool, it is frequently used in idioms. For example, 不了了之 literally means not finished, then 之. But the real meaning is to let something end without resolving it, to drop it, or to brush it off. So when you see 之 in idioms, don't panic. It's usually doing one of its usual jobs, pointing, linking, or packaging. So is 知 just a fossil? Absolutely not. It is the secret sauce of elegance in modern Chinese. It's how the language switches from casual chat to powerful expression. 之一 x 之一 means one of x. In this pattern, 之 is just a connector, like of or among. It links the group to the one. X represents the group. E is one item. 之一 is one of that group. So X 之一 simply means one of X. An easy metaphor is 之 represents the off bridge. It's the tiny bridge that turns one into one of that set. For example, 原因之一 one of the reasons. 方法之一 one of the methods. 优点之一 one of the advantages. X 之外 means outside the range of X. In English, it means besides X or apart from X. So Y means outside. 之 is off or it links outside to X. Imagine X is a circle. 之 attaches outside to that circle. So you're talking about everything beyond the circle. 公之之外还有奖金 Besides salary, there's also a bonus. X 之中 means within X or among X. It is the same mechanism as 之外, just the opposite direction. 中 means middle or inside. So 之 links 中 becomes the inside of X. So 知 is a scope anchor. It tells you which inside we are talking about. 我们之中他最努力. Among us, he is the most hardworking. 之类 The sentence structure like A, B 之类 means things of that type, like A and B. So the role of 之 here is to mark a relationship between examples and category. 类 means category or type, and 之 connects the listed items to type, creating the type of or those examples. So 之 is the step that turns random items into a representative set. For example, 我喜欢苹果、香蕉之类的水果. I like fruits such as apples and bananas. 之所以 means the reason for that or why that happens. This is one of the places where 之 behaves like classical pronoun. This, that, it, pointing back to the situation you are talking about. 所以 originally relates to that by which the reason or means, and 之 becomes the reason for it or the reason for that. So 之 is a back pointer. It says we are talking about that situation. For example, 他之所以成功是因为他从不放弃. The reason he succeeded is that he never gives up. In 换言之, 之 is a classical style helper word. It doesn't carry a strong concrete meaning on its own. Its main job is to link back to what was just said and make the phrase flow smoothly. It usually refers to the previous statement or situation. So the whole phrase means, in other words, it's used to restate the earlier point in a different way. 换 means to change or switch. 言is words or to say. 之 refers to what was mentioned before. So 换言之 is to switch the wording of what I just said, or in other words. 他很节俭。换言之，他不喜欢浪费钱。In 总之，之 is a classical style pronoun meaning this matter or the above situation. In this linking phrase, 之 points back to everything mentioned earlier. Paired with 总 means to sum all that up, used to introduce a conclusion or final judgment. 我们讨论了很多，总之项目可行。We discussed a lot. In short, the project is feasible. This brings us to one of the most practical mysteries for learners, the difference between 之前 and 以前. Both mean before in English, but they are built on completely different logic. Your choice reveals how you conceptualize time. 以前 uses 以 which originally meant to use or to take. We did a video on 以, so if you're interested, do check it out. So 以前 means take this point as your viewpoint and look to its front, which is the past. It's about scoping out a period of time. It's panoramic. You can even say 以前 alone to mean in the past because you're simply taking now as your implied viewpoint. 之前, on the other hand, uses our footprint 吃. And remember, 吃's job is to link things. It creates an off relationship. So X 之前 literally means the before of X. Not just before floating in the air, but the part of time that belongs to X. That's the key difference. 以前 is before from a general viewpoint, abroad in the past. X 之前 is before X with a clear reference point. Because X 之前 draws a boundary around X, then points to the time in front of it, earlier than it. Thinking of a meeting at 3 p.m. 3点以前 is like standing at 3 o'clock and looking back at the whole morning. That's scope. 3点之前 is like drawing a box labeled the pre-meeting zone right on the timeline before 3 p.m. That zone is defined by and belongs to the event 3 p.m. That's a boundary. This is why you can say 来中国之前 before coming to China, but not 来中国以前. Why? Because coming to China is an action. It is an event. Before needs to attach directly to that event as its attribute. That is exactly what 之前 does. 以前 cannot attach to an action. It only attaches to time points or stands alone. 以前 can stand alone. You can say 以前我不喜欢咖啡. In the past, I didn't like coffee. But 之前 cannot stand alone like this. If you say 之前 alone, it sounds unfinished. Before what? 之前 needs its reference. 他来之前 or 吃饭之前. That's why 之前 and 以前 feel different. 以前 means a general in the past. X 之前 before X with a clear reference point. So when you choose 之前, you're setting a boundary. You're saying use X as the marker. In short, 知 is the bridge from one idea to the next. 知 is a hidden connector. Once you notice it, Chinese feels much easier. Today's challenge is to find one 知 in subtitles, a sign or an idiom, and comment it below with your guess whether it is a linker or a pointer. For more secret characters like this, subscribe and see you in the next video. 再见。